Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 7 Week 9 Day 4. So today is Christmas Eve. But today is an interesting day. They end up doing a buff to the Curse Gnome rate, and I haven't really had the chance to farm them since then, so curious to see how many more 0 we'll be getting. But if nothing else, that does mean we have a buff coinciding with the Vault event that we have going on. Vault event is starting in, like 6 hours from now, right? Should be right around the corner. Yep, 5 hours and 51 minutes. So, we're going to be having that buff combined with that. I believe they mentioned it in a little mail over here. Summers over here? Summers? That's not the right one. Summers? There it is. So, hello adventurers! To celebrate the holiday season, Krampus has set a bunch of extra cursed gnomes loose in Crystara for the next 2 weeks, which actually is like pretty much the Thursday when I come back, or the Wednesday when I come back technically. So yeah, pretty much until I get back, there will be a 2 times rate for cursed gnomes. This is most applicable going to be useful this weekend, because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as in tomorrow, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas, are all a Vault event, which means not only would you have this 50% buff, but you'd also have a Vault event combined with that 50% buff, so curious to see exactly how much we'll be able to farm off of that. Of course, we're still trying to sell those, most of them not worth it at all, including that one, not worth it at all. But anyways, with that being said, I guess we'll clear out dailies and try farming them, and see if we can find any off of the extra 50%. But anyways, let's go clear these deeds out real quick first. Get these out of the way, clear out the other thing, and I'm pretty sure we're just going to ignore the class event for the most part. It's only 25 gems, and obviously we already have the max thing, and also as you can hear in the background, we do have the Christmas music playing once again, unless I have it too low that it can't even be heard, but the Christmas music is indeed back for the holiday, as well as the little Christmas skulls, of course. But yeah, happy Christmas Eve, everyone. And by Christmas skulls, I do mean multiple. I feel like they have like, what, almost 4 different designs now. I'm not sure if they're using all of them right now. But they have a lot of them for Christmas. There's a couple of holidays where they've made several. Though normally they just keep to 1 the entire time. But this time around, it does look like they're switching between them. Which makes me hope that they will eventually allow us to customize our gems. It's kind of weird that you can't end up doing so already. You kind of think you would be able to, but unfortunately you can't. We get them seasonally, but you don't have any way to like change what your reds look like or what your skulls look like or anything like that. At least the skulls, they already have like 30-something designs already pre-made for them. Mostly for various holidays, like right now. Anyways, let's go clear our dungeons, and then let's go farm a bunch of gnomes. We do have class event for Titan. Titan's a really good hero class. However, he is also only going to give you 25 gems if you're just doing the free side. And just not really that worth it unless you're like really want to go for that leaderboard today. But I would much rather grind those gnomes, even though we'll also be doing that all this weekend. But I do want to see if we can get another curse gnome, if not a few. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Mr. Hello Defiant, hello Stode, hello Daddy Shark, hello Tyrian, hello Mr. Hello Hung, hello hello Michael, hello Inflame, hello Isabel, hello Pamela, let's see. Yeah, cursed gnomes are definitely dropping more. I haven't exactly gotten to see the exact rate though. Supposedly it's 50% more, but who knows? Maybe it feels like more than that. Let's see. The drop rate still seems way too low. Well, if nothing else, this weekend should be pretty good for gnomes. So wait until this weekend if you still feel like it's too low. For sure. Hello Chris, hello Logic Slayer, hello Defiant, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't think I'll have much time to stream tomorrow night for when we do it. For the Vault event. However, Saturday and Sunday are probably going to be quite a bit longer streams. But who knows, maybe Friday will be a little bit longer. I just don't want to stay up too late though. Because obviously with Christmas morning, got things to do. But, I don't know, we'll see. Though I'm pretty sure Friday will be a little bit shorter and then, or you know, like normal length as in short. And then Saturday and Sunday will be pretty beefy streams. Since those are the last 2 we're doing this year. Alright, with that all out of the way, let's go see if we can farm some of these. Also, we will hand out a redeem code for every cursed gnome we find this stream. I will not be doing that for the next 3 days though, because we're going to find way too many during a Vault event plus the 50% buff. However, I will do it today. And with a 50% buff, it should be hopefully be able to find like 2 or so, which would be great because I believe we need 2 more lucky ones in order to get a thing. Because we got 5 for free today, which means I believe I'm 20 short of a of the next weapon, which means we might get one tonight. All we'd have to do is find 2 cursed gnomes that do not have a vault key in them, because even if they both drop 10, which might happen, even if they both do, that would still be enough shards, because I believe I'm exactly 20 short right now. Actually, we can easily go check, but I believe after that 5 we just got, we're exactly 20 short. Oh, sorry, never mind. Okay, we're actually only 17 short. So, yeah, even if they both gave 10, we would indeed still have enough. Anyways, let's keep farming. So, hello, ClipBomb. Hello, Analyst. Oh yeah, they've had this music every single year for every Christmas. Even the very first Gems of War Christmas event in 2014 had it. Hey, well, we already found one. Oh no. Maybe it was a bad idea to say we'd give one out every single time, but we'll still keep to it though. We might be handing out a lot of codes this stream. But yes, not tomorrow or the other 2 days, but today, we will hand out a code for every cursed gnome we see, even if it's like 6. I don't think we're going to find that many though. But we found one. Okay, let's go hand out a code. Also, that was super quick. We kind of just started. We very much just started. That's a good sign, though. But, yeah, let's keep going. I'll go get you guys the first code. And we'll have more when we find more. It would help if I used it. There we go. Let's go put that over there. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same word as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And there you guys go. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, we will have a video up soon, TM. Gosh, I just have not had that much free time this week at all. But really do need to get some stuff recorded. Some stuff pre-recorded too, but also like, you know, the weekly video that's still not up. Though in all fairness, most of what happened this week is all happening tomorrow. Because the 2 most relevant things that are happening this week occur tomorrow. The Vault event weekend combined with this new found buff that we just got today that we wouldn't have even known of on the Monday video. Because it just happened now and they didn't really pre-announce it, the extra buff. But also that combined with the Vault event. But also, we're getting that really good legend tomorrow. I believe it's just going to be free off Adventure Board. I'm not sure exactly how it's coming in. But I'm pretty sure it's just free off Adventure Board or it's going to mail it to us or something. Yep, no problem for the code. And we'll have another one every single time we find a cursed gnome to stream. Which I assume would be more than one. Due to the buff that they did. I'm really curious to see what rates we're going to be getting during the Vault event. Because by the end of this weekend, we're probably not going to need cursed gnomes anymore. Which is going to be nice. Like, as far as unique rewards are concerned. Because I don't really need that many spears, because I don't really plan on crafting much of the new shard stuff. Like, maybe I'll craft some of those scroll things. Like, you know, the scrolls that upgrade Doom weapons. But aside from that, I don't know, most of the value just isn't really too good this late in the game. Other than all the unique drops. What buff? There's a 50% buff to finding cursed gnomes for the next 2 weeks. So basically until the end of the 5th, I believe it is. Which is that Wednesday. Once it hits Thursday reset on the 6th, it should be ending. However, for the next 2 weeks, there's a 50% increase on the rate of finding cursed gnomes, and we already found one this stream within like a few minutes of grinding. This is most relevant for the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because there is a Vault event coinciding with this buff, meaning that, yeah, you'll be able to find quite a lot of them, or at least in theory, you should be able to. We'll see what the rates are going into tomorrow. But the next 3 days definitely seem like a good time to grind. Though we're still grinding a little bit tonight. Just to kind of see what the rates are just with the 50% without the extra. And also because after these next few days, I probably won't even have any time to go and grind. Because I'll be seeing family. And any playing I would be doing would be on the phone, which would be much slower than on PC. Or at least with how I play anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people spend some amount of gems to skip. I know I did it the whole way. It really depends on how many gems you have to begin with. On if you would really skip any or not. Like, anything under 10,000, I don't think it's too worth it. Mostly because there's no rush to really get anything that's hidden behind curse shards. Like, every unique drop hidden behind it isn't particularly good. Like, obviously getting those, like, one-time power orbs and stuff like that, like, those are decent. But what I mean is not that good, as in, like, the mythic's kind of average. The pet is literally cosmetic. The weapons are pretty underwhelming compared to other Doom weapons. Like, there's nothing that you necessarily need to get in a rush. It's not like there's a new Zugoff or something underneath it. Like, a lot of it can be useful, but it's not, like, super high priority to get immediately. When I said 4 earlier, did I guess exactly correct? I know they had around 4 or 5. I think there might be exactly 4, because they have the one elf, they have the snowman, they have the Rudolph, and they have the Santa. I believe that was all of them. Hey, that means there's been some years where they didn't make a new one. Because we've had 7 Christmases, but there's only 4 different skulls. Well, it makes sense they don't do a new one every single year. Most holidays just reuse the same one. But Christmas does seem to have 4 of them. Are we grinding for the gnome? Yeah, normally we weren't going to grind tonight. However, there was a 50% drop that just dropped earlier today. And that lasts for the next 2 weeks. So it's actually viable to kind of grind a little bit now. At least comparatively. We already found a curse gnome. It took us like 3 minutes of actual grinding. Haven't found one since though. Well, we have found one already. Actually, it might literally be the only gnome we found so far. Because I don't believe we found anything else yet. Is there any point to upgrading cosmetic pets? No. Unless you want to get to level 20 for the purpose of Kingdom Stars. There's no other reason other than doing that. For level 20 pets. Theoretically, you get a little bit of orbs and stuff like that. However, generally the cost of getting something upgraded isn't worth the orbs and a little bit of gems that you would get as a result. I wish they would have some kind of extra cosmetic effect when you fully maxed out a pet. Both cosmetic and non-cosmetic. But currently they do not. I'm not sure why they don't though. Because it would have been a cool incentive to actually upgrade cosmetic pets beyond just kingdom upgrades. Give them some kind of glow effect. Even if it's literally just a glow of their color. Like if it's a red pet, give it red. If it's a green one, give it green, or, you know, based on the food color. Because all of them are associated to one of 6 colors. At least something. But no, a max cosmetic pet does nothing more than a normal cosmetic pet other than kingdom upgrades. But so far, I don't think a single kingdom has required a cosmetic pet in order to upgrade. I think. Actually, there might have been a few instances where it might have been. I know there's never been an instance where you need the paid weapon. There might have been a few instances where you might have need the cosmetic pets. Or a paid cosmetic pet. But I know for sure there's never been a single instance where a paid weapon was needed for a kingdom upgrade. Because every kingdom has always had enough weapons up to that point. The first one that might be an exception to that is Nexus. Just because Nexus has very few weapons. And currently has 2 technically money-locked weapons. So both of those money-locked weapons should not be money-locked by the time it has another event. So by the time it's going to be getting more stars, it's going to be getting more weapons as well. Because the 2 that were money-locked will become unmoney-locked. Because the 2 money-locked ones were the Scythe and that one weird epic weapon from the kingdom. But both of them should be in Soulforge the next time Nexus rolls around. Which is likely the next time it gets any amount of stars. Yeah, yeah. I believe you need the paid cosmetic pet for Leonis Empire. The one that came in Season 4, I think. Or Season 3, whatever it was. Season 5? No, Season 3 or 4. I'm losing track of which season was associated to what. But yeah, I think that was actually the first instance where a paid piece of content was actually required for a star. It's not that important of a star, though. But I think that's been the first and only instance where that has happened so far. Because I can't recall a single other one. Though they have been bringing those back on some Saturdays. So far they only did 2 of them, though. The one for Season 1 and the one, I believe, for Season 5? Whatever one the Quetzalma came in with. It's kind of weird that they did it out of order as well, because they never gave us the 2 from like Season 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken. But they kind of skipped straight to Season 4 or whatever it was. Yeah, it's really weird when old cosmetic pets come back around. They're pretty inconsistent. Like, for example, this year for Christmas, for the holidays, we had the 2020 pet and the 2021 for the holidays. Though the 2019 one was only available for money. Meaning, even if you wanted to get it all the way max, there was no way to get to the 2019 one max this year. Because there was never an event where it was available on a Saturday. Meaning if you needed that for a kingdom upgrade, you wouldn't have been able to get it. I don't think it is anywheres, but still wouldn't have been able to upgrade it. They definitely need to do something about like getting old pets, because the system is extremely inconsistent. The easiest solution, which was something that was recommended a lot, though they've never implemented it, was bring them to Soulforge. Theoretically, we have one Soulforge pet right now, the one for the for that little anvil thing. However, bringing in multiple of them would be kind of cool. Like every single week, there's like one different pet per color or something, or maybe the pets based on whatever the kingdom is of the given week. Because it's really clunky trying to get old pets, particularly old cosmetic pets. Because there's no consistency to how they're brought back, like whatsoever. Yeah, I'm really surprised they haven't implemented it. Like, the most recent update we got the other week was the first time they even brought a pet into Soulforge. Which is a step in the right direction, but, you know, it's not the same. We need, like, weekly rotations of pets in Soulforge. Would be a great way to sink excess food as well. And they could still make it cost gems like you normally would for most pets. Because generally a pet runs anywhere from like 50 to 100 gems. So if they made it cost some pet food plus some gems, it'd probably work out. Yeah, the pet in Forge is kind of high. I have one copy of it. I don't intend to max it out until we've maxed literally every other unique drop. Which we're pretty close to doing. All I have to do is find one more cursed gnome and we actually have enough to get the weapon. And then all I have to do is get one more weapon and then we need to go craft 30 anvils. Isn't it 30? I keep forgetting. How many does a pet need again? Yeah, I would have to craft 30 anvils. Meaning I would need, how much are they each? 5? 10? Are they 10? Are they that expensive? How much was anvil? Was it 10? Because that's actually a ridiculously high amount. That's like how much you need to upgrade Soulforge, pretty much. Yeah, it is 10. So I would need another 300. So in total, I would need another 360 curse shards this weekend, ideally. 10 of them or so will go to the next weapon, meaning as if I just get a cursed gnome, we'll have enough to get it, which might happen this stream then. Then I need another 50 to get the other weapon I haven't yet gotten. And then we'll have all the weapons of all the curse breakers. And then after we get those 60, we'd have to get another 300 to go and upgrade the anvil. Meaning that the cost of obtaining one copy and then upgrading the anvil is pretty much the cost of maxing out Soulforge from, you know, from level 10 to 30. I mean, from level 10 to 20. Like, just that cost is pretty much just the cost of getting Cosmetic Anvil max. Which I don't really advise, but there's no other unique reward to go after once we finish the weapons. So I will be doing so. It takes a lot. Very high amount. Anyways, let's go see if we can find this last cursed gnome. Ideally, I want to get that done this stream if we could. It's not too big a deal if we don't, because we have 3 days of, like, super ultra farming during Vault event and everything. But it would be cool if we got it tonight. Be a nice goal for tonight. Do all pet buffs apply regardless of if it's equipped? Yes, all pets are always active. But many pets only take effect if there's a certain condition met. Like if you're using 2, 3, or 4 of a specific troop from a kingdom, or if you're using like 3 or 4 of a specific type and other similar things, or if you're using all of the pure color. But yes, they're all always active, but most of the effects do not take effect unless your team is set up in a really specific way. Like the team we're using right now has pretty much no bonuses other than the ones that like are always active, like the little bit extra mastery bonus and like the 5% extra gold, souls, and EXP. But we're not getting any kind of team bonus because we don't have any team synergy. Also, repeats of troops do not count for team synergy. Because even though we have 2 troops from Adana, that does not count as an Adana bonus because they have to be unique troops. 2 of the same does not count. But for example, something like this team over here. Like the giant bonus and everything is always active. But the team for like what you could be running for Titan class event right now if you wanted to. Something like this. This gets a ridiculous amount of bonuses. So these are always active, like bonuses like these. But you don't see it on other teams because obviously it only happens when you're using those types of troops. Like 4 Stormheim, 3 Elementals, 4 Giants here. But yeah, we're getting a lot of bonuses from it. It's actually the highest HP you could ever have on a unit is this team right here. It's the highest starting base HP you could ever have. 220, 210, 237, and 225. Gosh, those numbers are getting big. Oh yeah, don't we have a second elemental pet now too? Oh, you don't actually see it here because I don't know, they never really anticipated like 2 of the same pet before. So the icon's still kind of weird. But we did get another pet recently, the Snowy Owl, or the Moist Owlet, I mean. That does an elemental bonus as well. That is implying even more a bonus to this bonus. Which, yeah, it's a lot of bonus. But anyways. That's not the team I want. Where's my dust level? And of course our dust level is getting pretty much nothing. Even though all pets are always active. There's just no synergy on this team, so we're just getting all like the standard kingdom bonuses and all that. Nothing specifically from the pets. Other than the really default ones, like a little bit extra mastery. Though this like in the game extra mastery does basically nothing. It's like a 0.0001% extra chance of surge, if that. Oh, so hello, Dallas. You've been our subscriber for 3 years and made a new account and subscribed again. Oh, thank you for that. Or subscribed again. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But yeah, we've been doing this for 6 years now. Seems like such a long time. Because it has been a long time. I was still in college when we started this. Yeah, it's been a fun journey so far. And I don't intend to stop anytime soon, that's for sure. Oh, what do we take here? Go for that. Gosh, the spammers have really been around those last few months. It's pointless to even ban them too because they're on a different account every single time they start spamming. Actually, I did see a solution that one channel had that I was actually somewhat considering. I'm not sure how to enable it on YouTube's end, but I should consider it. There's a option where someone has to be subscribed for like a few minutes before they can comment. Which would actually get rid of all those spam bots because I'm pretty sure those spam bots don't bother subscribing to you. So I might have to try that. The main reason I haven't is for the people that might not, like, you know, have accounts or anything. But then again, I think they could still watch. They just can't comment. Which I think if you don't have an account set up, you couldn't even comment to begin with anyways. So I might try setting it up like that. I'm not sure where you have to go on YouTube's backend to do that. Didn't even realize it was a feature. But that would get rid of those little spam bot thingies. Because we've been seeing them like in an hour stream, we see like 5 of them probably. Yeah, William always with his Bill Warhammer with his double account. Oh no, we're being view botted. Let's see. Well, it would be sub only as in, you know, YouTube's normal subscribe, not the money button. Like, the money button would not be required to chat. Just the, you know, normal subscribe on YouTube. That's the only way I can think of to completely get rid of it. They haven't been that annoying lately that I might just keep it as this for now. Unless it really becomes an issue. Well, when I say subscriber only, I don't mean like the money paid thing. I mean just the just the normal subscribe. The one that's free. As hello, presumed. Welcome. So hello, Sestra as well. Welcome, welcome. Hope all of you have been having a wonderful Christmas Eve. And we will be streaming on Christmas Eve and on Christmas night as well. And the day after, that's our final stream, the Sunday. And we're heading on our trip. Well, technically I'm heading on Monday. I'll still be able to get the Monday video out as well that week. But we won't be able to do the stream that night. Because I'll be gone. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. We found the first cursed gnome so quickly. And then we have the disappointment of just not finding any again. I only need to try to find one more to stream ideally as well. Because that would give us another weapon. And even though we're going to easily farm all of them this weekend, still kind of want to have one now. And by one, I mean the 5th one. And then the 6th one we should have by tomorrow night. And then ideally, the goal of the weekend would be to max out the cosmetic pet. And then we're basically done with Chaos Shards, at least as far as unique drops are concerned. Because everything that we get Chaos Shard related from there just goes to additional resources. And by additional resources, I mean almost entirely into converting writs into, what are they called? Gosh, what are they called? The Doom upgrading scrolls. Forge scrolls. Because once I've upgraded all the unique cosmetics, or, you know, all the unique drops from the new Soulforge system, it's pretty much all going into Forge scrolls. Like, literally 100% of them. Because we're just saving every writ for that hereforth. Unless we're really in a pinch for Imperials at a given point. However, we actually kind of have an okay amount of Imperial right now. I think we're sitting on like 38. Which is not ideal, but it's a pretty hefty number. Yeah, 39. Not sure where the other one came from. Did we have one last night and I just forgot to count it? We must have had one recently. I could have sworn we were at 38, but apparently we're at 39. So we must have had one in the last, like, day or two. And forgot to count it. Yes, they did supposedly increase it by 50%. We found the first one within, like, 3 minutes. I have not found one since, though. I was hoping to find at least one more to stream. However, I would advise mostly farming the next 3 days if you have time, though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because that's when you're really going to rake them in. Because Vault Event plus buff. Just Vault Event alone was already going to make it worth it. Today has mostly just been testing the waters to see what it would be like. And so far, it's about the same rate, I would say. Obviously, it might be slightly higher. No, we've only found our one. Which at least is more than 0. Still want at least one more to stream if we can, though. If we're persistent enough, we would find it. Assuming it is actually 50%, we should be able to find 2 within an hour. If it did indeed get buffed by 50%. And we keep doing this over and over again until we find one. I know, who has time to grind on Christmas? I have no clue. We will be on the night of, but during the day, I won't be at all. But during the stream, we will be streaming for a couple hours Christmas night. Because all my plans for Christmas are during the day. And by the time we do our normal stream on Christmas night, we'll be free. Because most of what I have planned is for the morning and more so around like the lunch, dinner-ish time. And by 8, we should be free. Though our stream is a little bit later on Friday. It's probably just on Sunday. It's probably just because we're still doing stuff. But I highly doubt it'll dip into the normal stream starting time. Oh, you just got a 30? Nice. I can't even remember what my highest is these days. I think I might have gotten a 30 at some point. Or 31. I know for sure I've never gotten a 34 or 35, that's for sure. Either 30 or 31's been my highest. But yeah, they can go pretty high these days. Like, if you have every kingdom maxed, you're pretty much at, like, what, straight 40% or almost higher? So I'm almost at 50%. So the chance is starting to get pretty high that it can end up hitting a 30 plus. Because we've pretty consistently been hitting like 21 plus. Like every tribute we ever touch. Speaking of which, do we have a tribute ready yet? I don't think it is. No. Can't remember when I last claimed it. Are we going to run Normal-paloozas? No. We will not be running any Normal-paloozas during this Christmas weekend. I was somewhat planning on initially. However, the reason I will not be is because they did a 50% buff as of today that will be going into this weekend, as well as the next 2 weeks. That will affect Vault events. And since we're going to have a higher rate of cursed gnomes, and one of our main goals is to find cursed gnomes, it's better to not do Normal-paloozas. Because during a Normal-palooza, you get pretty much like 20% of the loot or so. I mean, you're only going to be getting about 2 Chaos Shards every single... Or sorry, I keep calling them Chaos Shards. You're only going to get 2 Cursed Runes pretty much every single time you find a Cursed Gnome, which is way less than the 10 to 15 you're normally going to get. So I'm personally probably not going to run a single Normal-palooza this weekend. The Vault event after this Vault event, we probably will. But this Christmas weekend Vault event, we're definitely just running only basically what we're doing right now. Except with a gnome appearing almost every battle. Or at least ideally anyways. I think it's like 1 in 15 chance a gnome appears. And there's a higher rate it's going to be cursed gnome this weekend. As well as the next 2 weeks. Though this is the last Vault event that 2-week buff will be applicable for. Because there's not another Vault event until like February after this one. Since we kind of just had 2 right back to back pretty much. Since we had one last week as well. During the week. Also the first midweek Vault event ever. I wonder if that will become more of a reoccurring thing. There was one kind of scheduled a little bit in the past, but ended up getting cancelled. Around that one other update. Though this time around they actually did do a midweek one. So I wonder if that will start to become a little bit more of a thing. Because more Vault events are definitely better than not more Vault events. I'm pretty sure if they ever want like more engagement in the game at a given time, just to boost their numbers for like a given quarter, they could be like, let's just do a Vault event. I know, we have so many Normal-paloozas we've kind of just been hoarding lately. We're going to need to use them at some point. I'm just waiting till we don't really need Curse Shards anymore. Because once we don't need Curse Runes anymore, we don't really necessarily need to worry about getting them specifically. So once we have all the exclusive drops fully max, we could probably start running Normal-paloozas then. Which could potentially even happen this weekend as well. Speaking of which, that's another milestone we need to go make sure we reach this weekend. Which we should pretty easily be able to do. The goal is to reach level 1,700 before the end of the year. And we are pretty much there. We only have 4.5 levels left. And that seems kind of doable. That means if we finish the level tomorrow and have a little bit dipping into it, we basically just have to get like 1.5 levels on Christmas night. And then 2 levels on the day after Christmas. That seems very doable. Your Soulforge is still only at 16. Oh yeah, you've been doing it only with the forge thingies instead of the gems. So far, if we would have not done any gems, we actually would have Soulforge maxed at this point. Based on how much I have grinded. How many would we have? I did 100 for the Mythic. We did 10 for the Anvil. We did 4 weapons, so that is 310. We got 10 for free, that's 320. And... well, minus the 10 we got for free, so that's 310. And then we just add whatever we have left. Which I think was 35. So I would have had 310, 357. And I believe you need 330 to max it. So if I spend 0 gems, I have 27 above fully maxed. Meaning I would have maxed it and had 27 spears. I think. Did I do the math right there? Should be. Because the weapons were 200, the Mythic was 100, that's 300. The pet was 10, that's 310. Plus 47, that's 357. I believe it's 330 to max it with no gems. I wouldn't know because I kind of maxed it with gems. But based on what I saw, it's like either 325 or 330 or something. I could have sworn it was 325, but everyone keeps saying 330, so I just assume it's 330 then. I have not the slightest clue because I ended up just gemming it the whole time and not really paying much attention to the rune cost at the time. Anyways, let's go back to this. But yeah, if it was 330, that means we have 27. We would have maxed out the entire thing and had 27 spears. Which probably was the better way of doing it ultimately. However, I kind of want to have it maxed. Because even though we would only have 27 cursed runes right now, which means we wouldn't even had enough for the Mythic yet, it would have saved us 6,000 gems, which is a lot of gems to save. It's definitely not a small number of gems. I kind of wanted to have the excess of the shards, though, just to be able to get everything a bit quicker. Because it allows us to get everything like a week or 2 quicker or so. Because otherwise we'd only have 27 shards, which means we'd be like a whole day away from even having the Mythic. That'd mean like tomorrow night we would just get the Mythic. Whereas I think we got it on like the, what, the second day, the third day? Oh, does doing Phoenicia on Explore 6 actually give 5 to 7 curse runes? I think my stats are a little bit higher, so it might be slightly lower. Because it's based on your team score, and the more stats you have, the higher your team score is. Yeah, pure factions eat a lot. If you're not going to be doing any normally, or you know, with non-potions, I mean. I know I did it for only like twice doing non-potions, so for like the other 32, I ended up gemming. It costs like 2,000 to 3,000 gems per pure faction. Realistically, I would say about 2,510 on average. So if you're gonna do that for like 30 factions, that's a lot of gems. It's 75,000 gems. Which sounds like a ridiculously huge number, but normally you're doing that over a really long period of time. So even though 75,000 gems is a really, really large amount of gems, normally that's done over the course of like a year or so. So it's not as big a number. Because that 6,000 gem Soulforge saving I was talking about earlier with the shards, like that's only like after a couple weeks of like farming for the shards, or technically a week if you like really power farm them. Or something like that 75,000 cost is over the course of about a year or so. And of course there's plenty of free ways to get them. Or gems haven't really dipped much for a while just because of how many you get this late in the game. Tribute's pretty insane. I hope they never nerf it. They did say that at some point they might consider it, which I really hope they never do. Because it's one of like the best things keeping this game free-to-play friendly. Is the fact that Tribute is so absurdly good at giving you gems. Oh, it's not ready yet, is it? No. Because that would be blinking if it was. I want my Tribute. I feel like the average slay in the game's almost reaching 22. It's definitely like easily over 20. Especially after Nexus came into the game. Because that's like an extra like 20% or so roll. On top of everything we already had. You named a pet after me? Oh, that's adorable. Thank you for that. The little dragon whelp. There's a couple different dragon ones. Oh, the wormling. Oh yeah, that's the one from Groshnok, isn't it? Which always confuses me as to why it's from Groshnok. What's that Drake from Groshnok in a little pet form? Little green one. If anyone has any questions or anything you still want me to go over, do let me know. Also, we will kind of have a recap video still going over the week, because most of the main events for the week are technically happening all tomorrow. So we still haven't missed it yet. Because pretty much everything that's super relevant this week, other than the fact that the pet came out on Wednesday, but ignoring that, everything relevant that's happening this week is pretty much all happening tomorrow in Gems of War. Because we have a really good Legends coming out, and a Vault event with Curse Gnome drop increase. Making it potentially the best time to farm Gnomes yet, combined with new very meta troop. At least in theory, it has potential to be really good. I don't feel like I'll be using it too often, but it is a pretty solid troop. It's also really good for people who might not have other options, or people just starting off in the game. It gives them one of the really solid triple damage without having to worry about maxing a hero class or getting web spinner or any of the other many things. You'd still have to get it fully traded though. I'm pretty sure they're just sending it through Adventure Board, though we don't currently know how it's going to get sent out. Oh yeah, we were doing that in the past. Anyone who wanted like one of the pets renamed after them, we were doing it based on donations to the channel. We have done that in the past. I think we named a small amount of them without donations as well. I think Isabel has like several in her name, as well as the Isabots, which was probably the biggest one. Because she actually just gave us the money to buy it, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. Because one really annoying thing about the Droid bot is it is $50 on Android and has never been discounted a single time in the history of the game. Like the one on Steam normally has been discounted. Like even right now, if I go check Steam, I'm pretty sure it's like literally discounted as we speak because of the Steam summer sale. So if I go to something like Gems of War and click on the Steam thing, it's probably on a sale for like $25 or something. Though it's been as cheap as $5 at one point. It is currently, what even is it? It is, oh, why'd they make it more expensive? It's like 33 right now. But the Android one has never been on a sale and costs $50, like always. It has been the most expensive pet to ever get on the PC mobile version of the game. I would not really advise getting them though. But if you want to go like super ultra completionist, they are something you could consider. It's also the reason why, if you ever wonder why we have more than the cap amount of pets, it actually shows we have 166 out of 165. The reason for this is we have the Android and the Steam one, but because we're playing on the Steam version right now, it counts only one of them and not both. So because we have both, it counts as basically one above max. So we actually have over 100% completion on pets. PC mobile version of the game is the only version that's possible on though. Because it's the only version where it has like multiple different version pets because of the cross-platform thing. Those are the only two though. But it's technically one for Xbox, but you can't get the Xbox one on PC mobile. It's only on Xbox. And I don't think PS4 or Switch has one. I believe they do have some weird, like, custom armors, though, that PC Mobile doesn't have. Though they're all worse than Death Knight, so it doesn't really matter unless you want to wear them for cosmetic purposes. You think you'll take a nap and come back at reset? Honestly, that's something that has been keeping me from recording the video this week as well. Because I keep getting around to doing other stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do a quick nap, and then when I wake up, I'm going to go record it. And then I wake up, and it's like, oh gosh, it is like, I need to already be doing other stuff, and then I go do that other stuff, and then the whole cycle happens again. And then it's like, oh, I'm just going to take a quick nap, and then it's like, oh, nope, now I need to go do other things because I overslept again. That's one of the reasons the video isn't up this week. I've been a bit busier this week, and I keep over-napping. Which makes me have to not do the video and go do other things. Hopefully that will not happen again. It's actually pretty important we cover it tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the most relevant day in Gems of War all week. Oh no, we're not streaming till midnight today, nor Friday. But Saturday and Sunday we'll be streaming quite a bit longer. But I won't be able to stream too long tomorrow because it's Christmas Eve. But Saturday and Sunday we should be streaming quite a while. Particularly Sunday, because Sunday's going to be the very last stream of the entire year. I might even go all the way to reset, we'll see. I don't think I'll be awake enough to do that though. Well, I might go to like midnight or at least a couple hours for sure. Happy holidays, Joe, and welcome, welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna need to go dig out the Christmas hat. I actually don't know where it is. I'll need to go find it for tomorrow night's stream and for Christmas stream. And I might even wear it the day after. Might as well. I have a Christmas hat somewhere here. I always keep misplacing it because you realistically only need it for like one day or a few days out of every year. And I keep forgetting where I last put it from the previous year. It's around here somewhere, so. I'm pretty sure it'll take me like half an hour of searching just to find it. But it is somewhere here. Oh, so where's that second curse gnome? We still didn't find one. We found one within minutes, and then another one just never once dropped the rest of the time. So where's that 50% increase? That's like at drop rate then. If we don't find another. Heard anything about the new medals? I have not yet. What are they planning on doing, new medals? I definitely hope they do new medals. I'm actually surprised it's taken them over 2 years to do so. Because not counting Arania and the things that we have for those events, which I don't really count. Well, maybe Arania kind of, but if you ignore Arania and super ignore the ones that are exclusive only to those events, we have not gotten a single new one in 2 years. The one new one we did get was about a year after the fact. which brought in Aranias, and technically those custom ones that only work in that one mode. But those aren't quite the same. Aranias are, like, Aranias are really good. But we never got any for any of the other rarities. But yeah, I definitely hope we eventually get like 2, 3, maybe even 4 per rarity. I definitely would love to see them expand on medals. I feel like each rarity needs at least 3. And currently the only rarity with any above 1 is epics. However, epics theoretically only has 1. Because Arania is just a better version of the epic that already existed. Unless they're going to finally buff Arania. Oh, did I keep saying Arania? I mean of Seasons. Seasons was the new one they added. But Seasons just is a better version of Arania. I'm not sure why they still to this day have not buffed Arania. Because it's basically the Seasons but worse. So even though Epic has 2, it technically still only has 1. Since Seasons are just a definitively better version of Aranias. Bill, you're probably not incorrect. I am pretty sure it actually legitimately is next to the bunny ears and the eye patch. The problem is I don't know where the bunny ears or eye patch is currently. Yeah, the problem with Arania is when they added Seasons, they never gave Arania a higher attack buff. Like, it should be at least a 6 or an 8 or 9 or something. Okay, maybe not a 9, but it needs to be like at least a 6. And currently it's a 4, which is a Seasons but worse. Because at least if it was a 6, it would still be worse than Seasons. But there'd still be that rare situation where you'd bring it out. Like if you were a newer player trying to buff Iron Gut to a higher percent. Or even just trying to buff him to a higher percent in general. Or other like weird skull spam teams that might want slightly higher attack rather than any durability. Like if you're fighting a weaker battle that you have no chance of dying in. But more often than not, even if Arania had a 6 attack instead of 4, it would still be outclassed by Seasons. Just because Seasons gives overall better stats. Even though it'd still be less attack in that situation. Hello, Nadine! Merry Christmas, Eve. And then tomorrow night's Christmas Eve. And then Christmas! Okay, I feel like giving up on this Gnome soon. It is almost that point where I want to give up on him. It is getting exceedingly close to the give up point of this Gnome. Oh, wrong one. Like, wait, why won't you gas? I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message. Let's see. So, oh, the AI Yoshi beat you too. It was like as if Tacit was really playing. That's funny. That is kind of hilarious. That reminds me, I still have not set up my Nintendo Switch OLED. I've kind of been waiting until Christmas Day to do it. Make it seem more festive. Gosh, when was the last Christmas I technically got a new console? I think it might have been the GameCube ages ago. Oh no, it would have been the Wii. No, it wouldn't have been the Wii. Which one was it? I can't even remember. I think it was the GameCube, gosh. Which would have been like, what, 2003? 2? 1? 2? 2? 1? Like a very long time ago, like 2 decades ago, long ago. Is my guild going to gold dump on Christmas? I don't know, are we? I don't have that much gold. Like, my excess gold is relatively low. Because I don't normally like eating below 10 million. Which means I have like 3 million. Hey, 29 gems. Look at that. Almost 30. Close. It's getting there. Look at that shiny number. I wish we could see a 30 something on stream. Technically that is a 30 tribute, but you know that number being 30 something. Oh, there's Nexus coming in for the extra one. Gosh, tribute is so good. The day they nerf tribute is going to be the most controversial day in Gems of War's history. I hope it never comes. Because that's not going to be the controversy of the month. That's going to be like the controversy of like the existence of the rest of the game. If they ever nerf tribute. A gold dump is pretty much when everyone in a guild just puts a bunch of gold into the guild. Generally for the purpose of, for smaller guilds, is normally for the purpose of having all the upgrades for Guild Wars. For bigger guilds, it's normally to try to get as many legendary tasks as you possibly can. And one of the byproducts of that is potentially getting multiple mythics, which would be pretty fun on Christmas Day. Actually, I believe we did get a mythic earlier this week. I'm not sure if it still shows there. Let me see. I can't remember what mythic it was. I could have sworn we got a mythic recently. Oh, it doesn't even show back that far these days, does it? Really? It like barely shows back anything these days. I always thought that went like way further. Hey, here's the redeem code from earlier. It's probably already used up by now. I could have sworn collected went way further down than that. Anyways, let's see. Let's keep farming. What guild am I in? Dragon's Peak. It's also the same guild we have in Puzzle Quest 3. We're a leader of both of them. Though Isabel has pretty much been the co-leader of both of them at this point as well. And Azala also runs the guild quite a bit for the Gems of War side. But no, I made the guild, what, 5 years ago? 4 years ago? It was the week we went for PvP leaderboard. And got beaten by a bot. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, how many days have we been in this guild? We've made this guild almost exactly 2,000 days ago. By the end of this year, or I guess basically when I get back from my trip, Dragon's Peak will officially be 2,000 days old. How many years is that? What's 1988 divided by 365? There's how many days are in a year, right? Probably, maybe. I can't remember. Pretty sure it's 365. It sounds correct. Calculator, would you like to open? There you go. Let's see. What's 1988 divided by 365? 1988 divided by 365, completely ignoring leap years, comes out to 5.5 years. We've had this guild. I think the guild's biggest achievement has been we were the very first guild to ever win Guild Wars. The very first Guild Wars that ever happened, we made first place. That's probably been our biggest achievement as a guild. Is we won the ever first Guild Wars that ever occurred in the game. We're also pretty high ranking on all the other ones as well. But we were the first to make first. Hey, there he is! Okay, they did increase it by about 50%. Because we found 2 in an hour. There we go. Okay, well, I did say I would hand out a code when we found them. We also get another byproduct of what we're doing right now. We have enough to get another one. So let's go get the cursed javelin. And now all we have to do is get one more cursed weapon, and we have every cursed weapon in the game. The only one we do not have now is cursed wand, of which we need 42 more, and we are not doing that tonight, so hopefully we can get that done tomorrow night, depending on what the rates are. Because we're not going to be streaming too long tomorrow night, probably like an hour or two. But hopefully we can make our main goal of tomorrow night being secure the wands, and then we will have every curse breaker weapon in the game. That's probably going to be our goal tomorrow night. Alright, there we go. Okay, and let me go hand out another code. I did say that we'd hand out one every time we found one, and that is the second one. And we're probably also going to end the stream now. So any other questions, any things you want me to go over, do let me know. And I'll stream a little bit tomorrow night as well. And then the two really big last streams that we'll be doing for the year are Christmas night and then the day after Christmas, which will be the last stream we do this year. So both the two this weekends. The Christmas Eve one will be a little bit shorter just because... oops. Whoa, what just happened? 1 second. Christmas Eve one will be a little bit shorter since I have things I need to wake up for relatively early, as well as being rested for throughout the day. But anyways, there you guys go. There's a redeem code you use on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Well, you guys know by now. There you guys go. Enjoy. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, hello, Bushka. Welcome. Also, hello, Genki. Hello. Let's see. Haven't bothered grinding for cursed gnomes. Yeah, they definitely buffed the rate slightly today. Supposedly by 50%, which seems about right. We found 2 in an hour, whereas normally we'd find 1 in an hour. So I guess that's an improvement. But yeah, it should be really noticeable, hopefully on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when there's actually a vault event going on. Oh, you found a Nisha token though, nice. Yeah, I've really been farming mini tokens, though we did get like 4 Anus last night, or the other night. Yeah, I think it was last night. Are you taking my laptop to New Jersey? Yes, though I'm not sure if I'll have internet while I'm there. But I am taking my laptop with me. I can't remember if my dad still has internet, and I haven't bothered asking. I might ask him on Christmas when I go and call him. Actually, I might even be calling him tomorrow on Christmas Eve. But I'm not seeing him until the trip. Because I'm not going to see him for Christmas, but I'm going to see him for New Year's. Though we're still going to be celebrating Christmas when I head back down there. Just a little bit of a belated Christmas combined with New Year's. But anyways, guys, we're probably going to call it a wrap from there. We will be back tomorrow night for about the same amount of time, about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Ideally, our goal of tomorrow night is farm Vault Event until we have wands. Like, that's the main thing I ideally want to get done. We should hopefully have a video up, or 2 videos potentially tomorrow, that I definitely want to record. One going over all the weekly stuff, and by the weekly stuff, I mean everything happening this weekend. And aside from that, the other thing I wanted to go over was the new legend. The new legend's actually really meta. And I just kind of want to mess around with a bunch of teams with it and kind of just show some stuff with it. Both with high rarity stuff and low rarity stuff, just to kind of mess around. It definitely has some potential. I don't think it's going to be better than like triple damage burning or, what's the other thing? Triple damage burning or web spinner. However, that definitely has potential with its impervious option with triple damage skull. And aside from that, tomorrow's goal on stream would probably be getting curse wand or curse breaker wand. And then at that point, we will have every single unique drop that came with version 6.1. The only thing we would not have completed is the maxed out pet. We would only have 1 single copy. However, hopefully over the course of this weekend, we could get it max. We might be able to. With the increased rate of gnomes, or cursed gnomes, it should be possible, especially combined with Vault Event. Also, the free thing isn't coming off of this. It should be coming off of Adventure Board, I'm pretty sure. They're either mailing it to us, or we're getting off Adventure Board. I have no clue which. We'll find out tomorrow, and it's not Adventure Board. But it's either going to be on Adventure Board all the way over to the left, or it'll be in the mail for free. We don't currently know which, but one or the other is definitely happening. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by as always. I hope you enjoyed the holiday. Happy Christmas Eve. And I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Christmas Eve if you happen to be around, or Christmas night if you want to stop by, or if you're busy all holiday. We will be doing one last stream on Sunday, the day after Christmas. And that'll be the last one, kind of ending out everything for the year. And then we'll have some pre-recorded videos going up, and then our next stream after that probably won't be until about the 5th, I think. 5th, 6th, somewhere around there. And we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you soon. Enjoy the holidays, and thank you for always for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. And see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the holidays.